Hello friends, Grandpa Grit here on the Grit and Grunt channel. It's Saturday morning, March 16th, 2024, and it's been a few weeks since I made my last video. Since then, I tested positive for that virus that we're all familiar with, and that kind of derailed me there for a little bit over a week, and actually have still felt the effects of some fatigue from that, but mostly just had really bad cold symptoms for that time. And now feeling much better. It derailed me as far as using the Bowflex for about 5 days. I got back on it as soon as I could, started out light again, and have got back to my regular program now. I've been doing a bunch of analysis on my diet, and that is actually diet is proving to be a much tougher thing to deal with than the actual exercise program itself. When I come and do my exercises, I'm generally down here for 45 minutes or so, and that's the end of it. But when you're doing diet analysis, there just seems to be no end to the fun of trying to figure out your diet, what you are eating, kind of comparing it, seeing what you've got as far as what they call the macros, protein, fats, carbohydrates, and fiber in your diet. So I've been writing out reams of paper here with information about the different things that I eat and trying to see if I can fit it all together and come out and hit the proper targets, which I am now developing for a proper diet for me. I've noticed a couple things along the way, and I want to also report at the same time, like I got on the scale this morning, I weighed in at 155.8 pounds. So I definitely am not losing weight and not hitting that 148 target that I had hoped to by this time of the month here. Let's see, we are on the 16th of March, and I said by the 21st I wanted to be down to 148 pounds, and of course I'm nowhere near that. So that target is not going to be met, and very disappointed about that. But on the flip side, I'd have to say my weight gain is not due to adding just extra weight, extra fat. I seem to be adding muscle, and that's due to the type of exercise I'm doing here on the Bowflex and eating plenty of protein. So I'm absolutely feeling my muscles grow, my biceps, triceps, my pecs, and even things like my glutes I'm noticing, and my leg biceps and my thighs. Everything seems to be growing. I feel progress along the way here. So I have to assume at this point, and I'm not seeing any extra fat around the waist. However, I am still not seeing the abs like I really want to see. But I do feel slender, so that's the good news. And again, remembering a year ago, I started at 173 pounds, and I'm still under 156 at this point. So made very good progress on the weight loss and the fat loss over the last year. I'm going to continue with the Bowflex program. I have just recently changed. I am now doing 3 days where I cycle. I do lower body on one day, upper body the next, and the third day now is a rest day. So I will be doing that consistently, which means my days will alternate from week to week. So I won't be doing the regular, it used to be like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was doing lower body, and Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I was doing upper body. Now I'm going to be, rotating that 1 day a week, every week as the weeks progress. And again, and the reason for that, I was noticing just, more soreness in the joints and general fatigue building up over time. So I wanted to give my muscles more time to recover because I'm doing harder and harder workouts. I just noticed that as I go, I'm doing harder and harder workouts with more and more tension on the Bowflex tension rods, and just felt as in doing research, it said generally you need 48 to 72 hours for a muscle group to recover fully. So in doing my new program where I do lower body 1 day, upper body the next, and take a rest day, I'm giving each muscle group a full 72 hours to rest. And that also is supposedly supposed to build muscle, and that might be one of the reasons why now that I'm giving myself a little more rest time, I'm noticing my muscles growing while I'm eating more protein as well. So, so as I've done the analysis of my diet, and I'm not going to get into the details yet, I've noticed just a couple things. In order to lose more weight, I'm hoping to reduce my overall fat. And as far as fluffiness of the body goes, I feel like, the body still looks a little bit fluffy, and I'm looking for that more shredded look. One of the things I've noticed is that I'm topping out on the sodium as well. Many of the foods, some of the processed meats that I'm eating have a lot of sodium, and I'm looking for either ways to reduce that sodium content. One way is by soaking the meat, for example, and losing some of the sodium before eating it. And the other option is to look for more fresh meat options that I can use. It's probably a little more work of preparation, but if that reduces the sodium and makes a difference in my overall physique and health, I'm certainly going to do that. So those are the things I'm looking at. Again, the major change in the way I'm exercising is now a 3-day cycle with one rest day at the end. So lower body, and I've shown all the things I'm doing in my prior videos. So if you're curious about the actual exercises I'm doing, just take a look at some of my prior videos, and you'll get a good idea of what I'm doing here on the Bowflex. But day 1 is lower body, day 2 upper body, and the 3rd day is a rest day, and then I repeat. So I'm just going to be doing that continuously. And yes, 1 week to the next will look different because it does shift the schedule from 1 week to the next. But I feel that's going to give me the most exercise in the most efficient manner, and then the proper amount of rest, so that I can recover, my muscles will grow, and my body will be at its healthiest. So that's the plan. There's going to be more videos to come. Again, sorry for the delay, but again, I did test positive for that virus between today and that last video, so that kind of slowed me down. I did anticipate to have more videos at this point, but got a little bit derailed in the last few weeks. But we will come back with more. Thanks for sticking with me if you've been watching over time here, and are a subscriber. I appreciate that. And let me know what you'd like to see in the comments. Always appreciate the comments, and always watching for those. So I hope you have a good weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day. This is Grandpa Grit on the Grit and Grunt channel. Until next time, take care.